What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? First of all, hold on a second. I know this is kind of rude, but I could have did this before I turned it on, but I just realized, what time is it? Okay. Is it only gonna be? Oh, it is an hour. Y'all. Today is Wednesday. And hopefully by the time y'all watch this, y'all already knew that today is the last ever episode of Snowfall. Now let me just tell y'all this. First of all, everything's been good over here. I'm doing great. It's about to storm out and I came home just in time, okay? I don't know if it's really gonna storm, but I know it was lightning a little bit, but it seemed okay. It seemed okay. But anyway, listen, girl. Snowfall, because I didn't mention it last week, and if I know, because I hadn't even watched it yet by the time I did my video for last week, because it had just came out. But baby, sissy, you know what? I hate when stuff like this happens. Okay, I really do dislike when things like this happen in shows or whatever, because I really be trying to put myself in that position and be like, what would I do? What type of reaction would I have had if I was in that predicament that Franklin Saint was in and I almost had the passcode to get my money back? Okay, to get my money back, and my mama messed it up. Girl, do you know? And this, if you ain't watched last week's episode, if you ain't watched none of Snowfall, click off of this for a good couple of minutes. Okay, click off of it for a good couple of minutes. We want fast forward a little bit because I don't want to hear it in my comments. Oh, you spoiled it. That ain't my problem no more right about now. Okay, listen, because I am over it. Teddy was about to get that man the passcode. That's even if he was really going to do that, but he was on the phone with the bank, and the lady was like, so what's the passcode? What's the passcode? And Sissy said, pop. I said, now, bitch. Now, I understand Teddy. I feel like he knew it was over at that point, because the way that he said that stuff to Sissy when she was asking about where Alton at, baby, Alton is dead. And if you really thought that he said or whatever he said about him being in a prison up in Puerto Rico or whatever, I said, why you gotta bring Puerto Rico up in this stuff? I said, girl, now you dumb. He playing games. Okay, you see Franklin ain't caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? Franklin don't care. He never did. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, that man traded me. That man played me and all that stuff. And at this point, he knew what it was too. That man is dead. But I guess she just really wanted to know exactly what happened. And after being so softened, because he was trying to get himself released. So let me butter up to Sissy and all this stuff, whatever, when she came up in there to watch him. But then, he was like, Elton dead. I shot that motherfucker and buried him or whatever. And it was just the callous, cold-hearted way he said that. And he on that phone, and the lady was like, so what's the passcode? He was like, the passcode is. Sissy turned around and said, pop, pop, pop. I said, now, girl, I thought I couldn't stand Louis at this point. But I really feel like you really, really, really just took Louis' place, sissy. Okay? You ain't never want that man to be up in this game. Understandable. Who want their kids to grow up and be in the dope game and be in the street life and have to be looking over their shoulder, to see if they gonna get hurt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Who's lurking behind the corners. Don't nobody want that for them. Don't nobody want to get caught up in them drugs or whatever. What was the girl name that he liked? The way that she got turned out. Oh my God. And then she found God at the end. After her daddy and everybody got killed. Anyway, girl, I was so mad at Sissy for that. I said, you bitch. You ain't never want him in the game, and that's understandable. But then I should have known. And you know what? Sometimes we don't catch the foreshadowing of episodes or movies or whatever until after it goes off or after the scene plays. Because she literally said earlier in the episode, frankly, you need to let this go. Money is like taking over. You're becoming obsessed with this money situation. And I said, excuse me, ma'am. She bothered me right then and there, and I should have known that it wasn't just gonna go down easy with her involved. Okay, I should have known. I should have known when she said that, because it was the way that she said it, y'all. She said it like it was just $73 or $7,300 or even 73,000 or $730,000, not 73 million. She said it like it was a little bit of chump change. Baby, do you know I would scorch the earth where's my money at? Where's my money at? She said, you're becoming obsessed with this money. Bitch, I need to live. All my hard work, regardless of if I hurt the people in my neighborhood, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like Franklin was thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want my money. Yes, I'm going to be obsessed with it because I want my money. And she shot that man and sat there and said, arrest me. I said, throw that bitch in a jail and throw her in a hole right next to Allison. Put her right on top of her. Okay? Because I'm just like, ugh, she made me so mad. She made me so mad. And Louis, you made me mad too. You made me mad too because you should have killed that man. You should have killed that man. You wanted to this was your prime opportunity to take all your frustration out on somebody that actually deserved it. All right, you should have killed that crackhead cop. Okay, that's what ex-cop I should say. You should have killed him. That's all I gotta say about that. Baby, Snowfall finale is coming on. It's an hour and 30 minutes. I really hope Franklin survives. I really hope I don't be left here in tears or whatever, because you know it just didn't work out in our favor. That's just it. I don't have no predictions. That's just it. But let's just get up into this video, girl. Since I've been talking about that. Baby, what has been going on? Let me just start off with the stuff that's been happening for real that literally just popped off right now. Jonathan Major, sir. Oh my goodness. Listen. I had literally tweeted earlier today because yesterday it had came out, and for those that are not caught up with the Jonathan Major situation, a couple of weeks ago or so, he got arrested in New York because, you know, he allegedly put his hands on his girlfriend in the car, and the cops was called. She had to go to the hospital. Charges was filed. Even though she claimed that she didn't want to file no charges, they probably filed it. They arrested him or whatever because it was an abuse situation, a domestic violence situation, and it was out in the public too. I mean, it was in a car, so I guess on the street, but hey, it is what it is. They had to automatically just arrest him. And, you know, the text messages, which was stupid, they kept on, his defense kept on saying that we have text messages, we have the 2 written statements from the witnesses that said that she recants her story, recants her, you know, allegations against him. And we have video evidence of what actually transpired. The whole time I've been waiting for this video evidence to come out, and I guess that video evidence is not coming out because when y'all released stupidly those text messages that did not exempt him, they did not exempt him at all. It just said that, girl, listen, boo, I shouldn't have reached over there and I shouldn't have took your phone or tried to take your phone. I already told them I didn't want to press charges, and I told them that it was my fault. So basically you trying to say that he hit you or what? Because they said, bitch, that motherfucker strangled. Okay, he got charged with strangulation. I said, God damn. And then yesterday it came out. Now see, we ain't heard nothing from him for a week or so. Baby, it came out saying that not only did his management drop him, his PR firm that was representing him or whatever, they dropped him as well. Either they dropped him or they stepping back temporarily, which in my mind, it means that they dropped him. And at this point, after the stuff that came out today, baby, they dropped him, okay? Not only is your management gone, not only is your PR gone, and as soon as I saw that, I said, now hold on. So what happened with the video? So obviously, it recollected in my mind that whatever was on that video, there probably really wasn't no video, or whatever was on the video really wasn't going to work in his favor. And they just didn't know how to spin this. And I said, well, then that don't really make sense a little bit. It kind of do. But it's like, Something else. Oh, all that cheese, bitch. Something else got to be going on. Something else got to be going on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or whatever, because all of a sudden I'm looking online and it's coming out saying that he been dropped from the Dennis Rodman movie that he was finna do, some movie about a basement he was gonna do. He was doing another movie. He got dropped from, he not going to the Met Gala. Girl, everybody is dropping him from everything. Endorsement deals, sponsorships, everything, movie roles. I said, oh my goodness. Now, I had tweeted, I said, the way that they are swiftly getting this man up out of here, they have turned the tides on him real swift. I ain't never seen him move this fast. It's like meteor light, the speed of light, zoom, you're done. I said, God damn, what is going on? I said, even for a black man at his height, you know, because he ain't even at his peak, but he was up there. He was up there to be one of the best, one of our generation's. He could have been like our generation's Denzel in the sense that, not saying, you know, y'all get what I'm saying, like popularity, you know, because he's getting these roles, and he could have been the next Denzel, Jamie Foxx, or, you know, Samuel L. Jackson on that level. He was working to become that, meaning he's snatching up all these roles. He's becoming a household figure. The white people love him. The black people love him. Everybody loved him. And everybody confused, and half the people can't stand his ass now, and we don't even know the full story. But all we had to hear, and all everybody else had to hear, was you put your hand on a woman. And not only was it a woman, it was a white woman. And I know somebody probably gonna say, why y'all keep saying race? Because it does matter. It does matter. Girl, you really thought that you was gonna get away with doing some stuff like that? You really thought that you was gonna get away with doing some stuff like that? I have never seen this happen real quick like this. And I just said something else must be going on. Because even though he a black man, we know that black people is treated to a different standard and unfairly than the whites and everybody else. I said, oh, what else is going on? This is a little bit unusual, unless I didn't block some stuff out and I can't remember. Okay? But baby, they done came out and I found out exactly what it was. Just about a couple of hours ago, they done released some stuff saying multiple accusers have come forward now and they're talking to the police about him. I said, oh my God. So now you're telling me he has a history of abuse. Oh my goodness. And you want to know what it is? I'm shocked. I'm shocked that you, not saying that because I'm the main person that'll be sitting up here and say, we can't say, well, they never look like the type that'll do that, because we don't know what people do. They put on different faces. You got a face for the public and you got a face behind doors. That's your real face behind doors, okay? We don't see behind doors. We don't see behind the scenes, all right? So we don't know what goes on in their private life. We don't know what NDA is being signed and what legal document is being signed to silence people, if that's the case or whatever. We don't know what's going on. But I am just shocked at all of this because of the swiftness and the fact that I know people want to blame other people and say, well, this person trying to get him out. Because I seen a tweet talking about something. He must have pissed off these Jewish executives. And I said, why I got to be a Jewish executive? Like, come on. Can we get that? That sounds very anti-Semitic when you do that like that, because now you're trying to put it on them and make them the fault. Like that same old trope is tired, okay? Can we just hold him accountable for whatever it is that he did? All right. What they're saying is that he has a history of abuse at this point. That is what they're trying to, come up with. And I'm just like, you are at the height. You ain't even at the height. You're reaching a peak. You're getting in demand now. And you're young. He's only 33 years old, okay? And you literally let your emotional state get the best of you. You let your anger get the best of you. You let your knee-jerk reaction get the best of you, where you just strangled a bitch. You strangled a woman in the car. Keep your goddamn hands to yourself. All it takes, let me just tell y'all, all it takes is one wrong move for you to lose it all, okay? Let this be a lesson. All it takes is one wrong move for you to lose it all and for all of your shit to come spilling all out. Because look at all these people. I said, bitch, I want to know who. This is crazy. This is crazy. You know, and it is so sad because we see a lot of stuff like this go down, and we see certain people that get called out for stuff, and then they still be out here doing stuff. Did y'all hear and getting roles and doing stuff or whatever? They don't really redeem themselves. They don't really go out, and all certain people have to do is say, and y'all know what certain people I'm talking about. All they have to do, they get caught with something or they get caught up doing something. They say, I got to go to rehab, and when I get out of rehab, I'm trying to better myself. And, you know, rehab, and then once they get out of rehab, it's like ain't nothing ever happened. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You just got to be careful because that past will come up and beat your ass, okay? Look at what's happening with that Netflix show, Beef. Now I was about to watch it, and I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to your ass. I'm still sit there and watch it because I like Ali Wong. But one of the characters, what's his name? David Cho, or something like that, CHOH. An old podcast clip of him came out of him allegedly, because he said he was joking. Who jokes about this? Saying that, you know, he RAPED'd a black woman and was laughing about it, and all of them was laughing about it, and was only one woman in there, and she was totally uncomfortable and was like, do you understand what y'all saying? And he was laughing. It was just really ridiculous, and I was just like, see how your past come back at you? See how your past come back at you? And then you wonder why some people don't want to support other people, because when we try to support, then you got the other fraction that be anti-black. Because what was the reason? What was the reason? Girl, it is a lot of mess that's going on. It is a lot of mess that's going on. I said, oh, Jonathan. But you do the shit, you gonna have to fucking pay the consequences. Did it go this swift for Will Smith? I mean, Will Smith ain't get knocked off the pedestal. I mean, because he been in the game for a year, so he built up that respectability. He just slapped the nigga. Maybe that's what it was. But he slapped the nigga on the national stage, okay? But he's still out here working. And people that loved him still kind of love him. So, you know, at this point, Jonathan, I don't need you to come out and say nothing yet. I don't. Because right about now, I just don't feel like this gonna make whatever it is that you have to say, it's gonna make anything better. I feel like it's just gonna make it worse. I don't need a statement to be released just yet. I need y'all to go huddle up and try to, your whole PR team. The PR team and the manager left. Wow. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'm not surprised because, you know, it's a lot of stuff that goes on. Like I told y'all, the nicest people to us that we can see on screen or whatever and doing their interviews could probably be the worst people behind the scenes. You just don't know, or vice versa. Girl, it is a lot. It's crazy. You want to know what else is crazy? Why the hell Draymond Green plays stomp on that man's chest like that? Now listen, I know somebody gonna be like, well, he grabbed his arm, he grabbed his leg, what else was he supposed to do? Now listen, I looked at it this way, okay? Because on the one hand, you playing in the games, baby, is this the NBA Finals? Because it was like, he going to be suspended for Game 3 that's coming on tomorrow. You know, he Golden State Warrior against the Sacramento Kings, right? And so they was playing basketball. Block, ball. You know, like loving basketball, y'all know what that is? Okay. You know, he was doing all of that, right? So he going for the ball and all this stuff. And then, dude, the little white boy, what is his name? Demantis Sabonis. Dom was being dumb, okay? Because Dom was on the follow. And Dom, he grabbed Draymond's leg, right? He had that thing like this. But Draymond could have pulled out. But also, he could have pulled out. But also, he still had a little clutch on it like that. And then, if you slow it down, it's not funny because he could have killed that man. He could have killed that man. Because this is why I got an issue. I know people like, listen, he was grabbing his leg or whatever, and I would have did the same thing. You know, you got some sports commentators saying that they would have did the same thing. I mean, if I can't get my foot through and I ain't finna fall on the floor, where else am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it on your body. That's fine. But if you look at it, it looked like he intentionally lifted it up and put all the force down on that motherfucker. It wasn't like, no, let me tap like a regular walkthrough. He, like when you trying to stomp a nigga in the fight to make it hurt, he stomped that nigga chest in, okay? I said, they gonna let him get away with that. Now, on the one hand, I understand completely, but on the other hand, I said, could that be like attempted murder or something? Like, what the fuck was that? Then I see, I shouldn't be laughing because that man had to wake up with a size 15 shoe mark on his chest. You know he all red up in the chest. You just know he all red up in the chest, girl. Bitch. I was just sitting there looking at it like, people was like, look at him. He acted like it was really that bad. He being so dramatic. Baby, have you ever been stoned? I be looking at fight videos because they keep on coming up on my goddamn timeline and I'm not putting it there. I just don't understand why it's there. And I done seen people get stumped in the head and stumped in the body. That shit look like it hurt. And so getting stumped in the chest look like it hurts really, really bad no matter how much force it is. And I feel like Draymond did that on purpose to say, that's what the fuck you get for holding on to my leg. What the hell else you need to learn? And in that case, I understand. But also, I was just a little scared because I really thought that he probably broke that nigga's sternum or something or whatever. I said, oh my God, he about to go to jail. And I said, y'all know white people love to call the cops and probably come out later and press charges. Please don't do that. He already got suspended. It was a lie. I don't think it was really all that force, because he literally lifted his leg up a little bit higher than it needed to do, and he put all that force down, bam, on his chest. And I said, oh my God. Dude rolling around like this. I said, it hurt, don't it? Your mama said keep your hands to yourself. I guess your mama never told you that. That's what you get. Actions have consequences. Quit grabbing on people like that. The fuck you grabbing on that man's leg like that? We ain't no kids. Girl, I was so mad. I said, why you do that? Now, see, look at your chest. You got to wake up with a bruise on your chest like that, and that's a daily reminder for now. Okay? Better hope ain't nothing broke. And Draymond gave that interview, and he said, no, I don't feel bad. I knew what I was doing. It is what it is. He said, it's like the second time somebody try to grab my own leg and the ref didn't do nothing. I said, oh, Draymond is always into some stuff. Girl, it is a mess. Mind you, I started to know him more for the mess that he do than the actual ball that he play. Ball. Anyway, y'all tell me, goddamn, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. What's your opinion? Do you think that stomp to the chest was necessary, or do you think it was a little bit much? I think it was both. I just felt like the force was just a little bit much. I felt like he had a point to make. Oh, and let's give a little prayers out to the Jamie Foxx, Eric Bishop family, because earlier last week, or was it at the end of last week? Yeah, his daughter came out and said, her daddy had to go to the hospital. Rushed to the hospital. Girl, I messed up my hair. Rushed to the hospital before a medical emergency that they caught right in time. And I think at this moment he's still in the hospital, but they said that he's awake and he's, I guess responding or whatever. They never said what exactly the medical issue was. And I don't want to assume anything because I've already seen people being ignorant about certain things, and I don't want that. I'm not here to assume, and that means that you shouldn't assume either, because unless they put it out there what the exact cause of what he being in the hospital is for, nobody shouldn't be making conspiracy theory ass assumptions and all that shit. I hate that. I really hate that, especially in this day and age. Baby, people can't get sick, or people can't go to the hospital as if they wasn't going to the hospital and getting sick suddenly like this prior to the pandemic. Like, people just so ignorant. But prayers and thoughts goes out to him, because that is scary. Seeing all the celebrities come out just putting all these posts up It's a lot. It's a lot. I really hope he pushed through. And he was in the midst of doing a movie that's supposed to be coming out on Netflix. And, they was filming over there. I think they was filming in London or something. So now I feel like, I think they say that they going to CGI some things or they going to have a body double try to come in and do something because they don't know when he going to be out there. And it's a deadline, right? So, hey, prayers. Oh, I don't want to say condolences. Prayers out to him. DeMar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills football. Okay, now see, this scares me too. This scares me a little bit too. Y'all remember what happened to him, right? When he had the little freak accident, he had a little heart attack on the field because his heart kind of skipped a little bit or whatever, and he took us for a scare. Baby, they cleared him to come back to play football. Do you know something like that would make me so damn scared I wouldn't want to do nothing? But I mean, if that's what he passionate about and it was just a freak situation and, ain't no telling if it'll happen again. It probably was a once in a million times that it'll happen. So, I hope he take all the precautions that he needs and just be careful, boo-boo, because we can't go through this again. We cannot be on edge like that again, okay? Moving on from that. Baby, it's been carnival, all right? It's been carnival all up in the Caribbean and everything. Baby, I can't wait, because listen, I want to go. Okay, well, I'm going to Puerto Rico in June. But I ain't going to be down there that long, because I'm going down there for a wedding, actually. But at the same time, I have always wanted to go to carnival in Brazil. I wanted to experience that. I want to go to a carnival in Trinidad. I want to go to carnival in Jamaica too. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of the celebrities was down there in Jamaica, everywhere else where carnival was being had, having a good time. One of those celebrities was Chance the Rapper. Now I don't know his situation. I do know he's a married man with 2 kids, okay? But I don't know if his wife was down there. I know he was celebrating his 30th birthday. I believe his 30th birthday. Either way, he was down there having fun at carnival. And a video of him whining, getting whined on at carnival. And, people was like, nigga, ain't you married? Ain't you married? That's kind of messed up that you doing that and you married or whatever. And then other people was like, it's carnival, okay? This is what we do, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like y'all thinking too deep about it. Then you got people that's from Jamaica who do attend carnival. I only seen one comment like this that said, I don't care if I see my shorty getting twerking on somebody else or whining on somebody else, in front of my face or whatever. I find out, it's going to be a problem. I mean, on the one hand, I can see how people may perceive it as being disrespectful because you are a married man and, you are getting whined on and you got ass cheeks all up on you. And he was into it. If she would have said stick it in, he would have. So maybe that's what the issue is because I always felt when you go down to carnival, you just do whatever, like, with permission. And it's not like sexual stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just to have fun, wine and grind. It's just like when you go to parties and you just be dancing with everybody. Go to the club, you dance with everybody. But you also have to remember that you are in a relationship. And we just don't know what is actually going on in that relationship and what are the boundaries in that relationship. Why do it look like that outside? What's the boundaries? What was given? Like, hey, you could go down there, you can have fun, you can grind up, you can do this, just don't fuck. Okay, you could do anything that you want to do, just don't fuck. Maybe she was in the crowd. Maybe she was the one that was recording. I don't know. I understand why the shit just didn't look right. Am I up in a big uproar? Absolutely not. But at the same time, let me put myself in that position. I can't even say I feel away because I get turned on. If my girl was getting grind on by another girl, as long as it's not a stud and she ain't grinding on the stud, that's fine. If it's a film doing it, But that's a different situation. That's a different situation. I don't know how, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? But he married. He married. I do get the issue, but people like, oh, he down there cheating. He cheating. I didn't know dancing with somebody was cheating. That wasn't your spouse. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't see him take his dick out and insert it in her orifices. I didn't know. Okay. I feel like sometimes we make big deals out of stuff that's may have a little thing, but y'all make a mountain out of a molehill. But you guys tell me how you feel. So is this Disney? Lilo and Stitch is Disney. Now let me tell you something. I think I saw Lilo and Stitch probably one time. And I probably seen it more and I just can't remember. But I just feel like, I do have Disney Plus. I don't really utilize it as much as I should and could. And I feel like one of these days I'm going to just take a seat and I'm going to just go through all of the Disney movies that I haven't seen. Moana yet. I haven't seen Coco yet. I haven't seen Frozen 2 yet. I haven't seen a whole bunch of stuff, okay? I know somebody is sitting there like, girl, what the hell? Yeah, girl. I saw Enchanted once, okay? Enchanted once. And I said, this is cute. I didn't get the big hype, but... it was cute. It was cute. Maybe I'm just a little bit too grown, because don't nobody we don't talk about Bruno, no. The only thing that was cute about that was seeing the videos on TikTok of the little kids just singing the song because they was going off, bitch. I said, oh, Disney movies be putting crack up in their songs because these little kids be, they be on it, girl. But, Lilo and Stitch, they finna do a live action just like The Little Mermaid, which is coming out next month. And they're in the midst of doing the casting. And of course, there is controversy. It would not be Disney or whatever this is doing a live action of an animated movie without there being any controversy with the casting. Now, I've seen people trying to compare this situation to the Little Mermaid situation. And let me just tell you and put a full stop right here, right now. It is not the same. You want to know why? Want to know why it's not the same? Because the issue right about now, Lilo and Stitch, these are Hawaiian natives, okay? This is a Hawaiian-centric story about a girl, her sister, and all her peoples or whatever. That's what it is about. To take place in Hawaii. These are Hawaiian native people, Hawaiian born, Hawaiian ancestry, all of that, right? Hawaiian descendant. That's what it is, right? They're brown in the movie, okay? They're very much ethnic. Ethnic. There it is, okay? So they look at some of the castings, and I think it's for the big sister. People have a little issue, especially Hawaiian born, who've been on the island forever, and who are actually Hawaiians, not just born because, they people came over there. You can be born on Hawaii and be descendants from other places. Anyway, because that was the issue as well. They got some new girl named Nani or something like that, and a boy. No, that's the character. She's light-skinned. Either way, the girl is light-skinned, lighter than the character. Lighter than the sister that she's playing, and there's an issue about that, of course. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, y'all need to just stop tripping and be glad that they gone ahead and doing this movie or whatever. Y'all always trying to find an issue, just suck it up and all this stuff. I would never say that, especially because it's the natives of Hawaii that are saying this, and they have an issue, and they very much well have an issue and have a right to have that issue and to voice that, because just like we like representation, you like representation, they will want to have a true to form representation of themselves as well, and their heritage and their people. Okay, and that's what Lilo and Stitch was trying to give in the animated film with the color of their skin, right? And then for them to get somebody that's lighter skinned to play the main characters, yes, I understand the frustration. And then it gets stupid because people like, well, Don't you see this is what we was talking about when they casted Halle Bailey for The Little Mermaid? You cannot compare, you dumb ass. Okay? You cannot compare real people, like a real group of ethnic people, of ethnicity, of people, to a fictional fish that is half and half. And truth be told, if we want to go there, fishes and the things in the ocean are all type of goddamn colors, bitch. Okay? How fucking dare you compare those two and try to use that? Y'all do anything, and I ain't talking about y'all, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all would do anything to just want to put aside and make it seem like other people are bitching for nothing because we want representation. Okay? Oh, but this. We see white faces in movies 95% of the time. Okay? Damn. It's not gonna hurt if you don't see a white face here and a white face there, or it ain't predominantly white. Caucasians, you will be okay. Y'all been... Anyway, so if they have an issue, they very much have an issue with it. And I have an issue too. Don't give me no brown-skinned girl. And then, that's like if we doing a movie from some movie or whatever, a TV show or animated film, and you got a dark skin. That's like for the Princess and the Frog, Tiana. Okay, she's brown skin or whatever. That's like getting Zendaya to play her. Girl, what? No, we love Zendaya, but this ain't the thing for her. Or little Stormy Reed. No, we want a little brown. We want a little more melanin up in that thing. We don't want somebody that look like me. We want somebody a little bit darker, okay? We want to be a little bit close to what the film actually is, okay? Whoa, we get put up in movies all the goddamn time. Let everybody else get a goddamn chance. Let it be true to form, bitch. Moving on from that, shout out to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj got a new record label, heavy on it. She signed Ice Spice to it. I know they got a song out. Princess Diana, the remix. I believe the Princess Diana song is for Ice Spice, and I'm saying it like that because I have not heard it. Y'all, let me just say this. First of all, Nicki, when the hell is your music coming out? That is what I want to know, like your actual album. I'm kind of tired of all these singles that ain't really for the album, because once the album come out, they probably 9 out of 10 not going to be on the album. All these features that you doing that come and go. But my thing of it is, I have never listened to an Ice Spice song, like in full. Like actually went on my Tidal or my Apple Music and typed in Ice Spice and let me listen to it. I don't know what it is. Something about her, and this is no shade to her. I see and I love the fact that people do embrace her, and she is different with the natural, I don't know if it's her hair, I don't care. I like the little afro on her and everything, I do. But I just get annoyed. I guess it's her little stitch or whatever with the tongue out, and always the way that she stick her butt out and that one little shaking her ass. It's annoying. It's annoying to me. So it's kind of pushing me away from like actually want to listen to her. I don't know. Something about her is just not connecting with me to even make me want to listen, but I am going to listen to her music. I'm going to do that. That's going to be my homework for the weekend, because I got the weekend off, so I'm going to be catching up on a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what it is. Is it getting darker, lighter outside? What time is it? Why is it still... It is really, is it about to storm? Because this looks really weird. Anyway, so yeah, but congratulations to Nicki on that. I hope it does well. All the best to Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to her. Y'all, I still haven't listened to like G Herbo or Lil Durk. I know them. I've just never listened to their music. Girl, when I was at their Escape R&B Experience concert Friday, G Herbo came out there in the middle of Escape's set, And I literally was just sitting there like, oh. Mind you, this is a grown crowd. Everybody knew what he was talking about, right? Everybody knew his song. Everybody was like, ah. I'm sitting there, I sat. I sat because maybe can't nobody see me that the fact that I don't know what the fuck is going on. I felt so out of place at that. That was the only time I felt out of place because I was like, damn, and I'm from the South Side and I don't know none of this nigga song. I know him more for being on Instagram and being goofy and all that stuff than his actual music. I've been saying I'm gonna sit down and listen to his stuff. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna get to it. It's just that like what I've been feeling lately is, even when it comes to like TV shows, I've realized that I think I just need a little break, okay? Because it's taking me a minute to get to certain shows. Like I put all my shows on a reminder so that I can record it and all that stuff, and I can eat it, so I can watch, them, right? And I usually just like if I miss it the day that it comes on because I'm watching something else or I'm getting off of work late or whatever, I'll just watch it the next day, either at work or when I get off of work from home or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But lately it's just been, I don't even be in the mood to watch TV. I just turn on some music and not even listen to the new music that I gotta pay attention to. I put on like a 90s or early 2000, mid 2000, teens 2000, whatever playlist, and just let that play and just zone out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's good to take breaks, though. It's good to take breaks to reinvigorate yourself and charge. You want to know who kind of needs to take a break and never come back for right now? You need to take a longer break. And you need to look inside yourself and see what the hell is going on. Because what you did to your fans is really messed up. Coachella apparently was this past weekend, and then it's going to be next weekend. Did anybody know? Because Ashley did not know until this Frank Ocean situation came through. I said, what is going on? First of all, where was the promo? I did not know Coachella was happening this early. I said, damn, has it always been up in April? I can't tell you. Baby, the last time I cared about a Coachella was when Beyonce was on there. That was it, okay? Other than that, I didn't care before and I didn't care after, you know? And so I'm looking at the lineup. I was like, oh, it really ain't nobody there that I really wanted to care about anyway, so that's neither here nor there. Frank Ocean caused a bit of controversy because Frank Ocean has not performed and been out for like a good 5 years or so, you know, and his first performance in a long time was going to be at Coachella, right? He was a headliner, okay? And I think this happened on Sunday. Either fucking way, because somebody told me that them fans, they was paying like $1,000 for them tickets. I said, not to see no damn Frank Ocean. Baby, if I'm spending $1,000 for a ticket, I better be up close and personal. Well, let me shut up. No, let me not shut up because I spent almost that much for one ticket because I got a platinum a package, you know, a little situation or whatever. I'm kind of like in the front row or something in the session that I am a little bit, probably a couple of rows back. Either way, I'm kind of close, you know. So when I go to the Renaissance Fair, I just know I'm getting my money's worth, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind spending that type of money when I know I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to get dance. I'm going to get choreography. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get vocals. I'm going to get a good-ass time. That's what I'm going to get. I'm not paying close to $1,000 to see no damn Frank Ocean stand up there and do what? And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I ain't never understood the hype of Frank Ocean. I get that he's a good songwriter, but him as an actual artist and a performer, I never got that hype for him. I tried to listen to the music. I tried to be like, okay, I'm going to be in on it too. I want to be a part of the crowd that everybody doing, you know, loving Frank Ocean like that. I just couldn't do it. He had a couple of songs that I've been thinking about you, nah, nah, nah. I like that song. And I think that's probably like the only song that I actually know for real, and actually like from him. Other than that, I don't get it. You get up there and you're an hour plus late. Come to find out, he had a skating rink that was already being made and had months in advance being made, okay? They got this stuff together. And they said some people was on the side of the stage. Those were supposed to be the ice rink people, the skaters that was supposed to be on there skating. You had this rink made or whatever for the set design, and then the day before or that day he wants to scrap it, and that was the reason why that they were over an hour late, because they had to change the set, right? Then they said once the man comes out there, the performance was very much underwhelming. There was very much low energy, like he didn't want to be there. It was a short set because he was late. So he only did like a good 30 minutes. They said he gave them like a good 3, maybe 3.5 songs. And in between those, there were a whole bunch of moments of awkward silence that was happening, you know, and abruptly ended the show without giving them barely anything. When it said do the bare minimum, if an artist has the definition of doing the bare minimum, he gave y'all the bare minimum. And do you not understand? I would have been so goddamn pissed. I would have been so goddamn pissed, because when we go to certain shows and you go to certain artists, you understand what you're getting. You know that a Mariah Carey is not finna give you a whole bunch of choreography. She's probably gonna be standing right in one place or whatever. But you there for one, the nostalgia of it, and you know that she's gonna have some type of vocals. And I'm just being honest, okay? Because the vocals ain't vocaling like they used to, but it's still something that's still there. And I still pay money to go see Miss Mariah Carey. I said in the past that I wouldn't, but nowadays I would. I love me some Mariah. Y'all can't tell me shit about Mariah, okay? Listen, Mariah love the niggas and the niggas love her. I love her for, you know, always looking out for us and always doing a song with a rapper. I love that. A black rapper at that, okay? Come on, you know, she love half and half too. So she will forever be all right in my book. But I would expect that. That's like going to an Adele concert and expecting full-out choreography. No, we know that's not what we're getting. We may get a little pitchiness, but we know we're going to get some vocals, right? Cool. May have to start over a couple of times, but we know we still going to get some vocals, and it's still going to be good, right? We're going to have a good time. I ain't finna come up here, and I understand, like, somebody tried to tell me, well, you know, his songs are mellow, so, okay, mellow songs don't mean nothing. A whole bunch of people have mellow songs or whatever, but they still put their, you know, heart and soul, and they put their passion and they put their energy into delivering a stellar performance. Not lackluster. Just because you got mellow songs or whatever don't mean that you get up there and give a low energy ass performance and then you barely performing. Okay, it was like, what the freak was the point of you having a mic up on there for? I said, oh my goodness, I'd be so mad, bitch, if I was there. Mind you standing up the whole time. They said people got there real early because they had to get their spot. That is why I can't do festivals. After going to my very first Beyonce concert, and y'all know that general admission, and I didn't know what GA meant back in the day, because that was like my first grown-up concert that I went by myself, that I brought the tickets for. I thought general admission was like, because you know what threw me out? On the tickets, it had a seat number. I said, oh, it said GA seat number. I said, okay, cool. So then when I realized that it wasn't no seat number and it just meant general admission, and general admission means that you standing the fuck up, baby, when they let everybody in, plus I had an early pass. So we're already out there early, waiting to get in early. We got in probably like an hour before they let everybody else in, you know, so we had to rush, go to the bathroom, get your spot, and I just so happened was so glad I was able to get a spot right at the front so I could lean onto the goddamn banister, because baby, ain't no other way I would have been able to do it. And no, I would have been trampled on the floor because I would have just fell down there. I said, you know what? I ain't going to be able to see the show because my legs hurt, my feet hurt. This and this ain't going to happen. I've been standing all day. Where is the chairs? Ain't there. And then you got people you got titties and arms and stomachs on your back. So imagine being there early, 5-something in the morning. Girl, hours. Just for you to come lay that in the show and then only give me 30 minutes. I did all of that. I sacrificed my feet for all of that. And I had to pay all this money to get there. First of all, y'all dumb. Because like I said, it would never be Ashley. It wouldn't be Ashley. But Frank, you shitted on your fans. You really did. And then gonna try to say that he had injured his ankle or whatever. He had injured his ankle and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, so I had saw a video of him at the Coachella. Them ankles look very sturdy to me. And then it came out today saying that he dropped out of Coachella the second weekend. So y'all not getting him, and now they're gonna replace him with Blink 182. Excuse the fuck out of me, refund my ticket because I don't need to see Travis Barker. I've seen enough of Travis Barker and his tongue down Kourtney Kardashian throat if he's still up in Blink 182. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to see all of that. Okay, that's not what I paid for. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, excuse me. I would have been really upset. Frank, you go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. And don't tell me, oh, you know, this happened to him. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. I know he lost his brother or something like that. That's sad. That was like a few years ago. 3 years ago, whatever. Why did you sign on if you knew that you weren't ready? Come on now. Come on now. Give me my money back. Moving on from that, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. You know, she did a little interview with Elle Magazine. You know, just talking about how she been, you know, getting her mental health together. The way that she feel about, you know, her peers making memes and jokes about her situation. We already know. I'm just glad. I would not be mad at Megan if she did a song and names just about everybody that's in the industry. And I mean, just put their names on it and blast them, you know, for, you know, coming at her and just not taking it serious. And that's exactly why women or victims of abuse or anything don't want to come forward when it's somebody, especially men, when it's against a man, because they ain't gonna take them serious. But I like the fact that she's doing good and she's looking good. She's looking really good. Really good. Moving on from that. British. I don't know if y'all been looking at Basketball Wives. Now, I looked at the last season. I've been looking at this current season, right? And my question is, you know, since everybody is in, just about everybody is in a condo apartment in the sky and it's all white, you know what I'm saying? And it look like the same view. So did the people over there at Basketball Wives rent out the one floor for the whole show for everybody to have a place? Y'all using, everybody got a place in the same complex? Cause that's what it looked like. Jackie up in one, you got Brandy up in one, you got Jennifer in one, and you got what's the other girl? Brooke in one. I think British could possibly in one. But girl, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Am I the deluxe room bitch? Jackie, what do I look like? Do I look like a deluxe room bitch? Girl, Jennifer Williams, you need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself, boo-boo. But British, let me just tell you this. I need you to just go ahead and cop a plea for this whole situation. I was looking at the recent episode that came on last night. What is today? They came on Monday, actually. And, you know, she felt some type of way about the fact that she couldn't get permission to go to Mexico. Baby, you are on an ankle monitor. And you had already violated some of the shit. So, therefore, no, you're not going to get permission to go across country lines, okay? And then feeling some type of way. It's just that she irks me so much because I understand trying to put on the face and make it seem like you ain't doing nothing, but let's not act like you don't know how these ankle monitors and stuff work or whatever, because she's acting very brand new. We all know about them, and I ain't even talking about the fact that, because we ain't experienced them, but we know about ankle monitors. We know what it is and what it's for and how you have to roll. She acting like she don't know, okay? And now she want to try to cop a plea deal in her fraud case. Baby, this whole playing victim and all this stuff, you was the one that was playing fraud with your customers and you got caught up. You was the one putting out fake tax information, fake documents and doing all this stuff. And you know, what else did they do? Yeah, I probably was stealing some identities or whatever. That's on you, girl, okay? This woe is me and all this stuff and I'm losing jobs because I can't go here. You should have did what you did. Okay, now you see the severity of the situation and now you trying to cop a plea so that you can probably get less of time. But girl, get up out my face with this. Go ahead and do what you got to do so you can get it over with. Truth be told, you could have been had this shit over if you just played and took responsibility instead of trying to deny shit. Moving on from that. Let's talk about Ralph Yarl, okay? Little young Ralph, 16 years old, out there in Clay County. Is it Missouri or Kansas City, Missouri? Yeah, it's in Missouri, Kansas City. So he went, I think it was around like 10 o'clock at night or whatever. His mama told him to go pick up his siblings, and he went to the wrong house. He was supposed to be on one street. It was like one of those streets that's like 111, and he went to 115. You know what I'm saying? And so he knocked on the door, rang the doorbell. Nobody was coming to the door. They said that he heard like somebody trying to shuffle to get to the door or moving around inside. And next thing you know, it was like dude opened the door or looked out the door, either way, and he had a gun and shot him in the head. And then when he was on the floor, came out the door and then shot him basically in the arm. You know, it was with a .32 revolver. So when that happened, it was, unfortunately, I hate when situations like this happen because it takes until this type of thing these days hits social media before action is taken. And I say that because this was, at the time, they didn't even put the man's name out there when it first happened, when I first heard about it. And when I first was hearing about this situation, they weren't even charging the man with anything. They didn't arrest the man for anything. And, you know, of course, we automatically thought that it was about race. And people were like, why do y'all always talking about race? It ain't always racially motivated. It was a black teen that was going to pick up his brothers, his siblings. And this white man opened the door and shot him. Didn't ask any questions, just shot him. So what is the other motivation? What is the other motivation? And to actually prove and confirm that it was racially motivated, you know, and the fact that this man had not been arrested yet, you had the people go out and protest in front of his house, you know, and they had to put the pressure on the prosecution and the police to actually put a warrant out and to arrest this man. I think he did turn himself in. Come to find out, he's an 85-year-old white man named Andrew Lester. Do I give a damn that that man is 85 years old and it's a possibility with all the stress of all this stuff going on right about now that he can croak before he gets to see justice for what he did for attempted murder? No, I don't give a damn. Put him through the ringer. Because you want to know why? That man said when he opened up the door, he feared for his life because he saw a black boy on the steps. But it's not racially motivated. Throw the fucking book at him. Throw the fucking book at him. Then they tried to compare and they was comparing and contrasting because this 20-year-old girl had pulled up into the wrong driveway and she was white, and the homeowner to that driveway came out and shot her, killed her, and they arrested him immediately. Maybe because he killed her, but either way, one was murder and one was attempted murder. I bet you they gonna probably give him an attempted manslaughter. And I bet you, ooh, I swear. I'm so tired of this stuff. That baby could have lost his life. That baby could have lost his life. And then for his mama to say that he is literally, and thank God, he was able to go home after some days in the hospital. Mama said that the boy keeps reliving what's going on and he keeps crying buckets about it. That baby got to go to therapy. That baby is traumatized, okay? And I'm just sick of this shit. I am so sick of this shit. I have never thought if somebody comes to the wrong door to just open up the door, or somebody come to my door, period, just to open up my door and stab them. Because I ain't got no gun. Or if I did have a weapon, to take my weapon and to shoot them. Baby, this ain't the zombie apocalypse. We are not the Walking Dead. Okay, well, you need to do those type of things. This is not the Last of Us. All right? So what is it? This is not the Wild Wild West. Why are we doing this? Or why are y'all doing this? Or why are they doing this? Okay? Because I know the people that watch me ain't doing that stupid shit. All right? What happened to somebody ring the doorbell and you say, hello, who is it? What happened to that? You ain't even got to open up the door. Because I ain't finna open up the door until you tell me and identify who you are. And if I don't know who you are, I'm not opening up the door for you. So, and I don't give a don't. Age ain't nothing but a number. That nigga can still go to jail. He probably gonna die in there, or probably die before he get there, but put that nigga in there. Moving on from that, and I hope they sue. I know they had a GoFundMe that reached probably over $3 million by now, but I hope they sue the police department for shucking and dragging their feet on arresting this man. Anyway, hands up to that family, for real, for real. We got your back. Moving on from that, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Oh, y'all was finding over Mr. Jalen Hurts. Okay, he cute or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. You know, he got some nice lips and all that stuff. When they slow-mo, I said, see, that's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all, you know, y'all love some lips. Y'all love some lips. He cute or whatever. He too young, though. He too young. He 24. I said, you a grown-looking 24? Girl, let me tell you something. So I was looking at, on the ID channel, they got this show called Very Scary People, right? And it's like each episode is like a different type of serial killer that was going on, a profile of a serial killer, right? It's really good. It's like 5 seasons in. And, you know, you'll get through it real quick. It's like 12 episodes each season, but most of the episodes is like, it's technically talking about 6 people during the season, but most of the episodes are like 2 episodes per person. You know what I'm saying? And so when it be the serial killers that was back in the day, like in the 60s and the 50s and the 70s, some of them pictures they was putting up, like I was looking at the one for the Zodiac, and they was talking about the kids, like a couple of them kids were literally like 17 years old, going on their first date, they got killed and all that stuff, whatever. Baby, I'm looking at the picture of these kids, I'm like, y'all was 17? Baby, y'all look 30. Girl, ages back then didn't match. Why are you 16 looking like you were good 35? And I'm just talking about the men and the women. And it didn't matter what color you was. They just looked real old. They look real old. But I could say the same thing now because some of these little high schoolers or whatever, y'all look like y'all supposed to have graduated 10 years ago. Why are y'all still there? Oh, because y'all still the age. Oh, you just look real old. Baby, in my high school, we had this one guy. He was in the right age. He was our age. He was in the right room. He was in the right grade. But if you did not know that, you would have thought he was somebody daddy up in there. Because, I mean, that man had a grown face, okay? And his body was, you remember how Robin Williams' body was so fucking hairy? And I mean hairy all over. He was so hairy. I said, oh my God, you look like somebody did it. You look like they don't even card you when you go into the store and you can get us all illegal alcohol. That's how old he looked. That's really how old he looked. I said, oh, that is crazy. But, you know, shout out to Mr. Jalen Hurts and shout out to his agent, Nicole, what's her name? I thought I had her name down here. I do. Her name is Nicole Lynn. 34. Girl, you 34. All right, come through. Girl, she been his agent his whole year. His whole time up in football or whatever. She done got that man to be the highest paid football player out here right about now. Got him a deal for $255 million. And it says making him the highest paid player in the NFL history at an average of $51 million per year, and the contract includes $179.3 million in guarantees and a no trade clause because you know he with the Philadelphia Eagles. And she been his agent, like I said, since he was in high school. Well, you know she a big deal too. Shout out to her. They said, let me give you a little rundown about her. She is a groundbreaking agent. She's the president of the Football for Clutch Sports Group in April. After paving her way as an NFL agent since 2015. And in that year, she was the first woman to join the Players Rep, one of the top agencies in the NFL at the time. She signed her first client at 26. She has like preparation for life outside. She emphasizes preparation for life outside of football and has been celebrated for her holistic approach to managing her clients. I know that's right, girl. You better do that. Mama is accomplished, okay? And she used to play rugby in Tulsa. Girl, you grew up in Oklahoma. All right. All right. All right. That's a lot. You went through a lot, ma'am. You went through a lot, okay? And you did right by your client. All right, I like that. Come on, black people. Come on, black people. Can I get Can I get $1 million? Can I just get 50,000? Girl, I gotta pay taxes. Y'all do y'all taxes? Y'all wanna know when I did my taxes? I did my taxes Sunday at work. It took me about an hour. And I had somebody on the phone doing whatever. And baby, the shit that I owe, like the reason why it took so long, because it's like when you know that you're not gonna, I haven't had a tax refund in years. You want to know how long it's been ever since I started YouTube? I haven't had I really started making money on YouTube. I haven't had a tax refund in years, okay? And so, just to let y'all know, for my YouTubers that's out there, whatever, y'all get to starting and then y'all really get big and y'all really start making money. You ain't even got to get big. You just really start making money, like some good money or whatever on YouTube. Just know to put some of that money to the side so you can won't be struggling or be surprised when you go do your taxes that you probably gonna be owing a lot, because more than average or more than you used to owe, and you're probably not gonna get a refund back because you owe taxes from YouTube, because YouTube don't take taxes out the checks that they give you, okay? They take it out when tax time comes. And so therefore you're gonna be owing some stuff. And I owe some stuff, and they sent me the message yesterday. It was like, girl, yeah, your state and your federal has been accepted. I said, that's cool. You ain't finna get no payment just yet, but that's cool. I'm gonna do something about it, because I ain't finna stress myself out about it, because I know how that feel. But y'all do y'all taxes, girl. You want to know what was scary? I stumbled on this situation. Tiwa Savage. She, first of all, I did not know she was 41 years old. Girl, you look good for 41. Black people is looking good out here, girl. But there was a kidnapping plot for her. So she had hired a new domestic staff, I guess, at her place, right? They had her personal information, her private information, all of that, because they work for her, right? And they took that and gave it to other people and was trying to get people to come over there and make a plan to try to kidnap her. This is down there in Nigeria, okay? And they called them before they can do anything, but that is scary. And that's why I don't understand when I see a lot of these celebrities or people who have money. I don't understand why people like that have like these huge entourages, okay? Because ain't no way in hell you trust all those people. And a person like me, it's very hard to trust people as it is. Okay, now it's dark outside. Wait a minute, how did it get dark that quick? What did I miss? Okay, it's hard for me to trust people. So therefore, I would have to fully vet you. And even if you fully vet a person, you just don't know if they can switch up on you. You know what I'm saying? They can be good on paper. They can have nothing going on and be the best of this and the best of that and still be doing some foul stuff and you just didn't know. I just don't trust people like that. And I just don't feel like no matter how big you are or how much money you have, you do not need all those people around you, because you run a risk every day of somebody taking advantage of you. This lady could have lost her life because they was plotting to literally kidnap her, and ain't no telling what else they was going to do. And these people that she hired was the one taking her information. That is some scary shit. That's just like these celebrities that be getting their houses broken into. Who is doing y'all security? What the fuck? Woo, what the hell? But thank God she is okay and ain't nothing happened to her. A little bit of Married to Medicine news. I don't know if you heard, but Miss Quad ain't coming back to Married to Medicine season 10. I don't know if she completely off the show or if she just on pause for right now. Now, I do know like a couple of seasons ago or whatever, they were looking to kind of get rid of Quad. But this is according to Dr. Heavenly because I watched her channel when she reviewed the episodes. And that's really the only time I watch her channel. Heavenly gives me that she probably voted for Trump. And if you go on her Twitter, you'll understand exactly what I mean. I don't know if it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, that's what she gives me. But she was like, she the one that got her back on the show because they was looking to get rid of her anyway. But, she was able to get her back on the show. And she used to say this in her reviews, like, girl, you ain't bringing nothing now. I got you back on the show, but you ain't bringing nothing. And so, some people feel a way about the fact that Quad is not on the show, but yet they brought in her ex-husband and his now wife because they got married, and I guess we're going to see it at the season because we see the whole cast members, all of them, they were at the wedding, right? And so, they said that that's not right. That's not right. Honestly, I honestly feel like Quad did this to herself. Quad did this to herself because one, Quad didn't really bring anything last season, and then when she tried to attempt to bring something, it was towards the end of the season, and it was once again her going after Toya, and it was tired. It's tired. She could have came back and redeemed herself and had some little drama going on and telling everybody how she felt about them still being cool with her ex-husband and, kicking and hanging tough and being mad at that the fact they bringing them back onto the show. That would made for good drama. So, I don't know if she was forced out. I don't know if she said, since y'all bring them on, I'm out, or if it was a money thing. I have no clue what it was. But at the end of the day, I can say she contributed to it. I can say it does look funny bringing the husband and the new wife on there, especially given the volatility of the relationship Quad and him had. And it's like people are forgetting that there were allegations of abuse that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna believe, I believe some stuff went down. I 100% believe that, and so yeah, I would feel some type of way. On the one hand, I do look at it, if it was her choice, which I don't feel like it was, but let's just say it was her choice. It's almost like she pulled a Portia. That's only if it was her choice. Okay, because, Portia could have stayed and we could have had a bomb season, because they would have gotten that ass about that husband. But she said, girl, that's okay. All right. But I honestly don't feel like that's what it was with Quad. I just feel like it could have been a money thing, or, they had already been looking to get rid of her and they had gave her a second chance and she kind of blew it because she didn't bring nothing. I don't know. I don't know the politics behind these shows, but I do know how I can understand how others who are very much good, real fans of hers can say that it looks messed up. It's kind of messed up. But I do like Quad, but I can also say she was forgettable last season. She didn't have a real storyline. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Trick Daddy said that, he done ended the era of having goals in his mouth for 30 years. He done finally went and got his teeth done. Baby, they said them teeth, he hadn't been to the doctor, the dentist in 15 years, and them motherfuckers was rotting. That's why he had to get them goals off, because his teeth was rotting. All right, so he got the top done, and now he's going to go back and get the bottom. And you mean to tell me, Joy, how long y'all been separated and together? You can't tell me his breath don't stink, and anybody else that was... Child, I'm in the midst of talking, bitch, and it says storage full. Okay, I had to go delete some stuff so I could finish the video. I hadn't deleted a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, oh my God, I still got all these videos on here. That's why. And anyway, anybody that was kissing on Trick Daddy while his mouth was like that, y'all, disgusting. How do you allow your mouth to get... Oh my God, that's nasty. That's nasty. Anyway, moving on from that, baby, they said, oh boy, Angus Cloud from Euphoria, his ex-manager came out and said the man is on drugs. He is on drugs, Just accusing him of allegedly overdosing and all of this stuff. He the one that played, y'all know the white boy that he played. Who he played on? I can't remember. But either way, he was just coming out saying how he met him up in rehab. He thought the boy had got his life together. He went on to be his manager, helped him get his SAG actor account, make sure all of that stuff was configured, make sure he had health insurance and all of that. Baby, but as soon as he did all of that and he just started going back to the wrong path. And I feel like he was saying that he was going in and out of rehab, and each and every time he come out of rehab, he just starts back up doing the same thing. And it's like the people that's around him are not good. And I'm like, so why are you putting this on blast? Is it because he owe you money or whatever? Because at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of people that's out here. And I hate to have that type of attitude because it doesn't sound, for him to put this out here, it doesn't sound like he's saying it out of concern. It's not saying that like he needs to get him some help or he wants to get him some help or whatever. Because it's a lot of people that's out here, unfortunately, that's doing a whole bunch of stuff and they hiding it and they still functioning and being able to get work or whatever. And I don't know if he's trying to publicly embarrass him to try to change his ways or whatever, but a person is not going to change until they're ready to. And if he's not fully ready, then you just got to let that go. Take your little severance pay and move on. Moving on from that, shout out to Queen Latifah, Mariah Carey, Daddy Yankee. Okay. Oh, baby, let me tell y'all something. When Gasolina hit the la gasolina, da 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 gasolina, bitch, that made me a fan. Y'all know I'm into all of that. That reggaeton hit this thing, girl. You couldn't tell me that they had to go get the albums. I got all of his albums. I got a whole bunch of other people's albums, whatever. Girl, I'm well versed. Okay, but Gasolina, Madonna's Like a Virgin, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, Queen Latifah, All Hail the Queen. They're among the 25 recordings to be preserved in the National Recording Registry. And I'm just all the way here for it. It's going to be in the Library of Congress National Audio-Visual Conservation Center. Bitch, get your words together. Congratulations to them. Shout out to Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim family done cleared out her tax debt. Let me tell you something. That is a big feat, okay? Because Mama said she had a tax debt of $1.38 million. Almost had to sell her home to get that thing done, but she did. She had filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy. They said at the time, Lil' Kim had $2,573,300 in assets, which included a Bentley and a Mercedes, some jewelry, some furniture, electronics, some clothes, and 3 entertainment companies. And she owed about $4 million in liabilities. Her back taxes had totaled at the time $1.8 million. And she tried to pay back like $5,500 a month. I said $5,500 a month, baby. These entertainers, girl, y'all be getting these big ass houses and then y'all don't own them right out. Y'all be paying like $10,000 a month for mortgage and rent and all that stuff for what? I just feel like if I got the money, I'm gonna pay for that bitch right out and just pay the property taxes on it. I'm not finna be paying no mortgage. I'm finna pay that bitch off. Okay, it's gonna be mine. I may be going about it wrong, but I ain't trying to pay all that money, okay? Like, girl, what? Ugh. They said at one point she had to borrow $25,000 from Missy Elliott. That's cool or whatever. I don't care about that. I'm just glad that she was able to get up from underneath that tax debt. Because, baby, when I paid mine off, when I thought that there was never going to be a time I could pay it off, I thought I was going to have that on my shoulders forever. It was such a relief. Bitch, I'm right back there again, but I'm not even as stressed as I was the last time because I already know I got it handled. You know what I'm saying? So that is a good thing. Imagine paying over $1 million in goddamn taxes, back taxes. Girl, ooh, that is a lot. And you want to know what? Moving on from that, let me get on this subject for a second. Marcus Houston, I really want you to stop talking. I really feel like it was a bad idea for him to do that uncensored interview for TV1. I get it, you know, you are an artist, you are like a cultural, you know, person that some of us knew about. We did grow up with you, and you want to tell your story a little bit, but this whole thing opened up the floodgates, and you don't want people talking about your situation, but yet you keep talking about it, and you open up the floodgates so that we can talk about it. This whole situation and bringing up the thing with your wife. Baby, from now on, people are not even looking at you for the things that you contributed to music, to movie, or whatever, to black movies and all that stuff. We're not thinking about that. We're thinking about the fact that you married a child at one point that they allegedly said was, missing or runaway at one point, and then she popped up with you, you know, and it's just like really weird. It's really weird. No one believes the fact that you saw this girl when she was 17 and you waited until she was 18 to actually have a conversation and to date, and then y'all got married at 19 and then she got pregnant. No, we don't believe it. You're 41 years old. She's 21, 22 now? It's a big ass age gap, okay? It's a big ass age gap. It doesn't look right. And then you continue to keep on talking and doing these interviews where you're saying you would be able to, if you were to date somebody that is your age, they come with too much baggage. They come with kids, and you don't want that, or they're too independent. Now, when I heard that too independent, I said, oh, there it is. It was given very much Kevin Samuels a little bit. It was given very much Hotepi. It was given very much, I want to be the man of the house. I want to have somebody that I can control and manipulate to do whatever it is that I want them to do. So therefore, let me get somebody younger, inexperienced, not mature enough, somebody I can literally mold into the image that I want them to be, mold into what I need them to be for me, not someone that can actually think for themselves and help contribute to the household and help contribute to the relationship, but someone that you can treat like a child because they still are a child, mentally and practically physically. That's exactly what you did. And you keep digging the hole deeper and deeper and deeper. You talking about older women your age come with baggage, baby. You come with all the baggage. You come with all the baggage and accusations. What are you talking about? At this point, women your age need to figure out for you. Girl, listen, Marcus, where's your PR person? Why is Chris Stokes ain't telling you not to shut up? Huh? Why is y'all letting him just keep on talking? I just don't understand it. Anyway, moving on from him, little predator. And you want to know who else I feel is somewhat in the same boat? And I was all up in the shade room comments. The NLE Chopper girl, ex-girl, Marissa, whatever. I said she practically the same as Marcus Houston. And of course there was some people that was like, no, it's not the case because he's 41 and then the person that he's with is 22. Y'all do understand that, grooming comes in a whole bunch of forms. Grooming comes in, you don't have to have an extreme age gap. There could be an age gap, and they don't even have to be an age gap to even be groomed. You know what I'm saying? This woman is about to be 27 years old, and I will never forget when she was on the internet crying and mad and in her feelings that NLE Chopper broke up with her last year because she wanted to have a committed relationship. She basically wanted to just be him, okay? And he wasn't trying to settle down. Mind you, he was like 18, 19, okay? He's 20 now, all right? You are a grown-ass woman. Now you're trying to come out and say that you're pregnant by him? And then for the people that's like, well, no, she 26, he 20 when they was together. No, he just turned 20. She's 26 now, going on 27. But at the end of the day, it doesn't look right because he was still a teen. All the way from 13 to 19, you're a teen, okay? You're a teen. I don't care if you say that you're legally an adult, but you're still a teen, and it don't look right. Because if we was to flip it around, and if he was a woman that was 19, 20 years old being with some man or whatever, 18, 19 years old being with some man that was like almost 30 and getting pregnant by him, people will have something to say. You'll be looking at it funny. Granted, the age gap ain't that big, but it's a gap. And it looks weird. And she makes it even more weird because she's on here crying and being like, bitch, you a grown-ass woman. And you're trying to trap this boy and like get this boy to commit because he's not mentally all there. Like, and when I say mentally like all there, he's not an adult. Girl, just because he out here making money and doing it, entertaining and all that stuff, he still got growing to do. And you are trying to get him to settle down and all this stuff. And then what made her look even dumb, she gonna say they still together. She only put it out there and did that video or whatever that they was broken up because she was tired of people telling her stuff about him or sending her stuff about him. But yet you on the internet looking at him posting stuff about Megan Good, and that's what made you snap. You don't know how stupid you sound. You don't know how stupid you sound. Mind you, you don't want nobody sending you stuff about him. So let me put out there and saying that we broke up when we really still together. Meanwhile, you can just hop onto Instagram or Twitter and you can see who he's messing around with. So that don't make sense. Oh, girl, please have some more self-respect about yourselves, y'all. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to be that old and crying over somebody that young. I don't know if it's because of the money or what, but you just look stupid. Fox News, you look stupid as hell too. They lost that lawsuit against Dominion voting system. Baby, they got to pay them $787.5 million for coming out during the election season. That was talking about the election was rigged and everything or whatever, and their voting system was rigged and all that stuff. And now they had to come out and say, what was the settlement? I already told you. What was the statement? Fox said, we acknowledge the court's ruling and claims that about Dominion to be false. This settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards. Bullshit. We are hopeful that our decision to resolve this dispute with Dominion amicably instead of acrimony, the acrimony of a divisive trial, allows the country to move forward from these issues. Bitch, whatever. You lost $787.5 million. Round that up to $1 billion, bitch. Bankrupt the company. That's what you need to do. Teach their ass a lesson, okay? Lying ass. Anyway, moving on from that. Girl, what else I got? I had something else. Shout out to Halle Berry and Angelina Jolie. They're about to be in a movie together called Mod vs. Mod. Baby, they said it's going to be like a James Bond, Born Identity type of situation. They're going to be going. I don't know if they're going to be on the same team or, well, it's Mod vs. Mod. They're going to be going against each other. I don't give a damn what the movie is about. It's Halle Berry, and y'all already know I love me some Angelina Jolie. Let me tell you something. You know what? Halle Berry has become one of my favorite people to follow on Twitter, okay? Because Halle Berry, she kick it with us. She really do. I don't know if she be searching her name or people be tagging her up in posts, but when people be putting stuff up there, she be clapping back and it be so funny. Like she be kicking with us and I love it. I just love it when some celebrities can just come a little bit down to earth and play with us a little bit and then go right back to having a little secret life and all that stuff. We don't know too much, but they can come kiki on Twitter with us and not take themselves so serious. I love that. And I think last but not least, girl, Young Miami, aka Carisha, said her and Diddy is done. They still friends. They still real good friends, but he ain't my man. He ain't my man. I said, oh, you already told us that he wasn't your man. Y'all was just fucking. That's what she said. She said we was just fucking, but you know, that ain't my man. And then we already knew something was going on because remember when she put that tweet out saying the next I ain't sharing the next man I get. Or I ain't sharing the next, or I'm the next man I get, I'm not sharing, or something like that. We was like, oh, so you and Diddy done? Baby, that was a whirlwind. Okay, mama got a car, some jewelry, some dick, some money. I do feel like Carisha had feelings for him. I really do. That's why it didn't get messy. It got messy on his part because he kept on fucking, he had a baby that came along, and I really do feel like that was what probably messed it up for her. Nah, you're going to have to go ahead and take care of that. I'm going to head out and go take care of mine. That's what you're going to do. It's been fun. It's been fun. Now, whenever I'm in town and I need a little pick-me-up, I know to call you, but other than that, don't call me. I'll call you. That's how I feel it went. That's how I feel it went. Plus, Diddy a hoe anyway, so hey, it is what it is. Nothing to take serious. Girl, my head is itching. I need to wash this, but I gotta let my stuff. He told me don't. I gotta let it before I retwist it. I gotta let it like grow out, not grow out, but give it a break so I won't thin my hair out, so you don't retwist it like once you take your hair down. This is for the people that got locks. Y'all, it's been 9 years since I had my locks. It was my lock anniversary the other day. Anyway, so you take your hair down, especially if you have it in style, you take it down and you gotta let it breathe. You gotta let it breathe because you already had it twisted up and all that stuff. And so you don't want it to be twisted up again because you can thin your hair out like that. So I let it breathe for like a week, you know what I'm saying? At the least, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I will be doing a video. Ooh, y'all see how lax I got? I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Because I was thinking about doing this video tomorrow. That's how tired I was, girl. But I said, no, I ain't gonna do that to them. I have to give it to them tonight so they can have something to watch in the morning when they get ready for work and they can do work or whatever. I was thinking, you know, I wasn't thinking. I had already put out there on my community post. If you have not seen it, if you make it to the end of this video, I have said that, you know, I would do an updated video about my experience being with Jehovah's Witnesses and all that stuff because it has been coming up in a few of my videos and, you know, people want to know more. I do have a lot more new people that are watching. So, you know, I put that community post up and I said if you have any questions that you want me to answer, to just put it down in the comments under the community post and I'll try to do a video and try to get to all of the questions because yeah, I probably got some stuff more to say, you know. I feel some way about that shit, girl. Anyway, y'all saw how I went somewhere because I felt like I was going to say something. I was going to say something, but I said, girl, just save it for the other video. Save it for the other video. But that's that. I'm about to get, I ended this just in time so I can go ahead and get ready for Snowfall because I got to watch that in real time. I really don't want nothing to happen to Franklin. I really don't want nothing to happen to Franklin. Franklin became a demon, but you know, he's so hard now. I was like, what happened to Peaches? Did we ever find out what happened to Peaches? Was Peaches sick? Did Peaches really leave the country? Did he die? I mean, because at one point I thought he had the package. That's what it was making it seem like. I mean, this the 80s and, you know, niggas was getting sick and shit, you know, drug use. I think he was doing drugs. I don't know. What happened to Peaches? But anyway, yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel. And I will see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your week and be safe. Peace.